Why, hello, everybody. Welcome to our 7 o'clock family-friendly show. We're so excited to be here and excited to have you here. Let's do this.
Hey, it's my birthday.
It's not my birthday, though.
It's not mine either, but hey, it's February, so happy.
My birthday was 2 weeks ago.
Not my birthday either, but I'm still accepting presents.
Welcome. Thank you, everybody, again for joining us. We're just going to say thank you so many times. And if you didn't hear, it is our cast member Eric's birthday. So exciting. So I am
And I've got this recording.
That was weird. I don't know what's going on. I'm hosting for the first time and I just heard Daniel say something, but we're all good. So welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us again. We're going to count how many times I say thank you, and it's going to be a million times. And if you are watching right now on our Facebook feed live, thank you for watching us. We'll also be posting our videos to YouTube later. So thanks for checking us out. And if you are on those pages, be sure to hit the like button, the little thumbs up, and also subscribe to us so that you can be notified when we go live, when we have exciting things going on. And if you are interested, please share as well. We love having more people join us and laugh with us. So please feel free to share with your friends and, you know, spread the word that BYOI is the place to be on Friday nights. Our shows are now pay what you wish. So if you think our show is a really good time and you want to throw in $10, $5, $50, $7,000, we will happily take that. We are going to be putting our links in the chat for our Venmo and our information there. So we would love it if you feel like chipping in for what you think. And if you are new to Zoom, there is something called the chat feature. So over on the side over here, it says chat. Oh, like everybody's pointing. Oh, down here, maybe somewhere, depending on what your settings are. So everybody that's on with us in Zoom, let's see, in the chat, can you put your favorite birthday present that you ever received? Put that in the chat over there. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, no one's typing it. Oh, a swing set. That is a good present. An iPhone. Ooh, another good present. Ooh, a glossy 8x10 photo of Eric. Ooh, that's a very, very good present. Excellent. And if you're on Facebook, feel free to throw in some chatting too. And if you can, come on over and join us in Zoom. If you're in Zoom, then you can volunteer for our games, throw in some suggestions. Just a really good time over here. So come on over and join us. Now, all those things.
I don't know how to send anything in the chat.
Someone doesn't know how to send anything in the chat. Well,
Button down here at the bottom.
yeah. Oh, there we go. Eric's got it. Eric's a good teacher. Excellent. That all being said, I would love to introduce myself again. My name's Chrissy. I'm here. I'm hosting. I'm maybe doing a good job. We'll see how that goes. And I've got a wonderful cast on with me tonight, compromised, first of all, of Eric, our birthday boy.
Hey, everybody. I think I hit add instead of replace. I messed up already. But I'll give anyone kudos if you can guess my age properly without knowing the answer ahead of time. I have to go help her get her chat working.
Excellent. I have Mallory.
Replace spotlight. And you're doing a great job, Chrissy.
Thank you. I have Ian.
You certainly do. Happy Friday night, everyone. Welcome to BYOI.
I have Amy.
You can't hold a candle to Eric. He's too flammable.
That's true. We've got Jared.
Chrissy, you said all those thank yous, so let me say you're welcome.
Excellent. I like this. Everybody's being nice to me today. And I have Daniel on our door, who also has something very, very important, and that is our fam cup.
Fam cup.
Fam cup. So now our fam, if you are unfamiliar with the term, is our featured audience member. Now we're gonna call this name out of the cup. Daniel, who do we have tonight?
All right, spinning, 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 and Post-it notes stick 2 sides of cups. I have Kaylin.
Kaylin, woohoo! So we are going to find Kaylin in our Zoom group right here. We're gonna unmute her. There she is, and we're gonna bring her in for some questions as our featured audience member. So excellent, Mallory. And you know what? I'll stay here so that Eric doesn't have to interview you. Perfect. Well, welcome, Kaylin. Thank you for joining us tonight. We are excited to have you. Is that unicorns that I see on your pajamas?
Yeah.
Oh, a sweatshirt, not pajamas. Ooh. Are unicorns one of your favorite animals?
Yeah. Who doesn't love unicorns?
Exactly.
Right? Unicorns are the best. So if you were to have a pet unicorn, what would you name it?
I would name her Sparkle.
It's a good name. I love it. Now, let's see. Unicorns are pretty cool. Any other animals that you like?
I like dogs and cats.
Dogs and cats. Very good. I'm a big dog person too. Any-
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Mallory.
I'm also a huge dog person, absolute fan of animals. In fact, if I had a couple of dogs, I'd probably take them to the circus. So if you could join the circus, what would your special talent be? Would you be like a tightrope walker? Would they shoot you out of a cannon?
I think I want to be an acrobat.
Acrobat.
That's a good job. I like it. Now, if the acrobat thing doesn't work out, any other goals and like career aspirations that you have when you grow up?
I probably have like a golden retriever.
That's a good goal to have. I love golden retrievers. And let's think about, so what are some things that you like to do, during the day? You're in school, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so what else do you like to do besides learning?
So besides learning, I like to craft.
Very
And
cool.
I also like to play with my 3 dolls.
Ooh, very nice.
All right, I am a huge fan of crafting, any kind of creative crafting outlet. So what is your favorite like arts and crafts project? One that you've done or one that you want to do?
The thing that I would probably love the most that I've done so far is I've already done this. I have painted a fish that is fading in my favorite colors.
Ooh, what are your favorite colors?
You're breaking up.
What are your favorite colors?
My favorite colors are pink, purple, blue, and green.
Ooh. And do you have a favorite Disney movie? Speaking of favorite.
Yes, I do actually.
And what is it?
Frozen 2.
What was it? Sorry?
Frozen 2.
Oh, my girl, I love it. And since we're talking about favorite things, what is one of your favorite things about your dad, Eric?
I like how funny he is, but sometimes he can kind of get on my nerves.
That's a very.
Go to your room.
Hey!
I love it. Now, any last burning questions for Kaylin?
I have one last question that I really need answered. So I'm planning on building a fort in my house. What is the best material I should use?
Probably chairs and blankets.
Chairs and blankets. Thank you so much for your help.
Wonderful. That sounds like a nice soft fort. I like it. Very good. Well, I think, Kaylin, we're going to hang on to you. We're going to bring Amy on to introduce our next game. But if you're down for it, we'd love to have you play it with us.
Sure.
Woohoo.
All right, I added myself in. We'll let Chrissy take herself out. Hey, Kaylin, you know what? We're going to be movie critics today. Is that okay with you?
Wait, what?
Oh, we're going to be movie critics,
Okay.
talking about a movie. And I think we're going to have a movie here about Sparkle the unicorn. Would that be good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I have that movie in my collection, actually. And I think the first thing we're going to need to see What would you like to see Sparkle do? Like just a daily, normal, everyday thing?
I
How about
think every day she is gonna turn a squirrel into a raccoon.
Sparkle transforms squirrels into raccoons? That is so cool. Because now the strange thing is, I think Sparkle looks exactly like your dad. So we're gonna bring Eric out as Sparkle, and let's bring Mallory and Chrissy in as the squirrels that Sparkle's hanging with today. Let's see that scene.
Okay,
No.
squirrels.
No, you can't have these. These are mine.
This is my snack.
I don't want to eat nuts anyway. I'm a unicorn. I eat marshmallows and rainbows and clouds.
Marshmallows? You have marshmallows?
Yeah, but I can't pick them up because I don't have any thumbs.
Well, we can pick them up.
Yeah, we could pick them up. We could kind of hold them a little bit. Hang on. Here, I got one.
Here, stick it on my horn.
Okay. Perfect.
You know what kind of animal has really good hands?
What's that?
Raccoons.
Ah, yeah, they do. They've got those opposable thumbs, which we may need to get the marshmallow off my horn because I really didn't think this through.
Mm.
All right, tell you what. You, the one without the glasses. Poof! You're now a raccoon.
Oh,
Unicorn magic.
you can do that? That's so cool.
I have hands now.
And do me a solid and get this thing off my horn.
Oh, up there
And just
we go.
throw it in my mouth.
Eat it. Eat it.
Okay.
Eat it.
Unicorn magic. Poof! That marshmallow is now a rock. Eat it now.
But I don't. Oh, not bad.
That didn't quite work out the way I thought it would.
Pause. Okay, Kaylin. Now Sparkle had to go on a very interesting quest to find some new friends. Who did Sparkle go to befriend now?
I think that Sparkle is gonna find somebody trapped inside my tablet.
Absolutely. So let's send the squirrels away and let's bring in Ian as the unfortunate person trapped in your tablet.
Hey, Alexa, get this guy off my tablet screen. Hello, Alexa.
Wrong digital assistant, buddy.
And your name is what?
My name is Pixel.
Good old Pixel inside my tablet. Hey, I was playing some Ryan's World game on this, and all of a sudden you showed up. I'd like to continue playing Ryan's World. Can you just kind of swipe to the side or something?
No, I just keep coming back.
What if I push my horn on the screen and then magically pull you out? Wow, you're an orangutan. Pretty orange. Not one of my favorite colors, I must say.
I'm still here.
I think you've turned into a birthday balloon.
It's amazing. It must be unicorn magic.
It's got to be. Wait, let me wave my horn again and change you into something else. This time, surprise me and become something I don't expect.
What'd you do?
Apparently, I made you backwards. Your face sure is hairy.
If you can bring me into the real world, that'd be something.
All right, last try here. Let's go, unicorn. Warm it up. Abracadabra, bring Pixel into the real world.
I'm a marshmallow.
Yum. I just want to.
Pause. All right, Kaylin, let's skip to the glorious ending where Sparkle conquers an evil villain. What kind of creature is the evil villain? Oh, Kaylin muted. Wait. Some mysterious evil villain.
Don't touch your own mute. They will do it for you. Just go and answer the question.
You need to unmute her. Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna.
Okay. We'll fix you, Kaylin.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. So what kind of creature is the evil villain?
I think the evil villain should be a vampire bat.
Okay, Sparkle versus the vampire. Of course, Jared will bring him on as the vampire.
Hey, have you got any Count Chocula?
Why everybody make the Count Chocula joke when they come see me? I suck blood. Don't make cereal joke. I am villain.
But I like it when the milk turns chocolatey.
I mean, I like it when the milk turns chocolate. Hey, you getting us off subject. You and I must have big final fight now.
But I'm a unicorn. All I do is spread happiness and love.
If all you did was spread happiness and love, you wouldn't have that sharp, pointy object stuck to your head.
But I use it to play pool.
I was wondering about that blue chalk kind of thing at the end of it. Again, you pulled me off subject. There is no way we are A, not finishing this without a terrible final fight, or B, I am revealing my home nation explaining my very accurate accent.
Pause. Let's just cut past all the dialogue and go right to the final rap battle.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to do without a beat, but here it goes. My name is Sparkle and I've got a horn. I am a great unicorn.
If you're going to come at me, you got to come with something better than that, my fine fellow. I'm not scared of somebody whose primary diet consists of marshmallow. I'm going to scare you and you're going to run away with a belly all yellow. I'm going to take a break and enjoy a nice beverage of mellow yellow.
And scene. Awesome. Thanks for your help, Kaylin. All right, now we're gonna leave Jared up here because he's gonna take over hosting for the next game.
That's right. Hey, I'm gonna wait till I have all the attention. Perfect. I hate sharing the spotlight, so now I am right where. Hey, audience! We're gonna play a little game called First Line, Last Line. In this game, we're gonna have all the performers up here. We're even gonna take one of you up here, and we're gonna go ahead and give it a shot where we're gonna be doing some scenes. Now, the point of this game is each two-person team, when they do a scene, any other team can stop and clap them. Boy, my wording is bad. Can clap and stop them and jump in, and they have to start their next scene with their first line has to be the last line of the previous scene. Makes perfect sense, right? Woo! I am on a roll. Hey, let's get in the chat here. I'm liking this dessert theme. Why don't we have people put in the chat their favorite kind of cupcakes? Everybody's got the favorite kind of cupcakes. There are a million different kinds of cupcakes. Start throwing those bad boys in the chat. Also, I'm also thinking I like action. I'm an action person. why doesn't everybody throw their favorite dance? Everybody's got a favorite dance, right? Is it the hokey pokey? Yep, took a long pause for me to come up with that one right there. But there's a lot more than that. Let's go ahead and throw those there in the chat. Here's the fun part. The audience can participate in this. Is there anybody in the audience who would like to be a part of this game? If you are, throw it in the chat. Go ahead and volunteer. You can throw it right in there. I know there's a lot of you who are dying to right now, and I know you're starting to feel a lot of pressure. You don't want to, but feel free to go ahead and throw your name in the chat. Well, the clock has run out on this one, so you know what? I love attention. I'm going to be in this game. That's right. Ha, suckers. More Jared. That's what I like best. So you know what? I'm going to choose my teammate alphabetically. Me and Amy, we're going to be a team. Chrissy and Ian, and Mallory and Eric. All right. You know what? Amy and I, flossing will definitely be what Amy and I's inspiration will be. You know what? Chrissy and Ian, I like... No, not that one. Oh boy, chocolate chip. Chocolate chip. That is a great one. And Eric and Mallory, the cha-cha slide. Cha-cha slide. That is going to be this. And since I'm hosting, it would be inappropriate for me to start it. So why don't we start it out with the only other team where everybody's already unmuted? Team 3, Mallory and Eric.
Hey, this new playground slide is awesome.
I know. It even makes that cool like cha-cha-cha-cha-cha noise when you slide down.
Yeah, everyone then is aware at the bottom that I'm coming, so they get out of the way.
I know. I mean, it kind of ruins bowling night, but that's okay.
Well, if you're really good, you could actually hold the bowling ball with you as you slide, and then you let it go, and then it will slowly go down the lane, and it will keep on going and going and going.
It'll keep on going and going and going, and that's how you make candy floss. Enjoy it. It is so sweet and delicious.
Finally, a floss that I will regularly put in my mouth.
Oh, sure, the Americans like to call it cotton candy, but I think candy floss just has such a pure ring to it. It's just more refined.
It does. Those Americans with their ugly American accents, they don't know quality when they put dental hygiene utensils into their mouths.
Indeed. Here, the dentist says you should have more candy floss.
Clap. Here, the dentist says you should have more candy floss.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Oh, it's chocolate chip flavored.
That's right. I'm trying all kinds of things. I'm trying snickerdoodle. I'm trying peanut butter. I'm trying Vienna fingers.
Now listen, you're telling me that this is what we're gonna use to get kids interested in brushing their teeth?
Listen, when it comes to kids, you've got to be creative.
Yeah, that's true.
Clap. Listen, when it comes to kids, you have to be creative. So the whole cha-cha slide bowling thing, I think, works.
I think so too. I mean, worst case, if we need to make a lane change because we got to reset the pins, everybody can just slide to the left or slide to the right.
And the best part is all of the pins, if they get shattered, you can use the deadwood to pick your teeth.
Exactly. See, this is why you're in charge of the company.
Wow.
Yeah. This is why you're in charge of the company. Cake frosting for toothpaste? Brilliant!
It's perfect. And that way, we'll keep the dentists in business.
That's
As
true.
One of the Tooth Fairy's minions,
right. Our ultimate nefarious plan. Make money for dentists and keep the Tooth Fairies off our case.
Absolutely. We'll make more lost teeth happen one way or another.
Yeah.
Clap. Absolutely. We'll make more lost teeth happen one way or another.
That's right. You know, now that we've joined the business of fake dentures, this is the best idea. What else can we give them? What else will make their teeth fall out?
We've taken care of the kids. Now we've got to take care of the old people.
That's
Gradually,
right.
we're going to spread our empire.
Listen, I think that we need to give them all rock flavored floss, but like actual rock in the floss.
Like rock candy floss.
Yeah, exactly. That, you know, that's why you are CEO of marketing, because of those ideas. So go ahead.
They say the old people, they don't pay much attention these days.
No.
Clap. The old people, they don't pay much attention these days, so this has got to be super hip with the young folks.
Clap.
This has got to be super hip with the young folks.
And scene. There we go. Everybody go ahead and get on out of there. Except for you, Ian. You're sticking around.
That I am, because our next game is going to be a little bit quirky because we've got coming up party quirks. And in party quirks, one of us is throwing a party, and then a few people are going to be at that party, and the one of us who is Eric is Jared. Jared will be throwing the party tonight, so he's got to go get ready for this party. So he's going to go off to the breakout room to get all of his party favors in order and other snacks. Bye, Jared. Bye. See ya. And while he's getting everything ready for his party, we'll figure out who his guests are and what his guests are. And in the course of the game, when you find out what you are, you have to get Jared to guess what you are by giving him clues without actually telling him obviously what you are. So I've got a couple of our players, Chrissy and Eric, who are going to be party guests and help him guess. I can take one of you in the audience who would like to volunteer and be a guest at this party. We'll figure out what you are, and then you can by acting out what you are, but without saying what you are, you can get Jared to guess what you are. So if you're interested in the chat, go ahead and put in, hey, me, I'd like to volunteer, pick me, any of those things. And if nobody is so inclined, then I will pick Mallory out of the non-audience to come be our third guest. So we need to figure out a little bit more about these guests. One thing I saw on the board that I kind of liked was golden retriever. So I thought what would be funny is if somebody was actually a retriever that retrieved metal instead of birds. So like a gold retriever or silver retriever, other. So one of you will be a retriever that retrieves metals. Who wants to be a dog?
I'll be a dog.
Okay, Chrissy, you'll be the metal retriever. So that's from me. Let's get some things from you guys. What is an emotion that is more than 2 syllables? Put that in the chat if you can think of one. Not as obvious as you might think, but go ahead and put that in. We're waiting for that. What is kind of fruit that you like? Then also we need some more stuff. So what is a historical figure from sometime before this century? Not Abraham Lincoln. We have Lincoln all the time, but some other old historical figure. Could be very old, up to you guys. You put somebody in. And all right, so we're waiting for a few things to come in. Let's see. All right, I like Plato. That's good and old. So Plato will be our historical character. So I think we'll let Eric be Plato. He's being as old as he is. I'm sure he's getting philosophical at this point in his birthday life. So Eric, you're going to be Plato, the philosopher. And then going back up to the earlier ones, I saw. I didn't actually see an emotion that had more than 2 syllables in it, so I'll just take angry because that's what we have, and grapes is a fruit that we have. So Mallory, you are an angry bunch of grapes.
So like the grapes of wrath. But
could be wrathful grapes, however you get there. But wrathful is also only 2 syllables. But you could be irate. That would still only be 2 syllables. Nonetheless, we'll move on. So just recapping, Chrissy, you are
a dog that retrieves metal.
And Eric, you are
I am Play-Doh, and I'm definitely not looking it up on my phone right now.
And Mallory, you are?
I am Angry Grapes.
Okay. So Jared's going to need help to figure these things out. They'll be giving these clues, but when he's getting close, go ahead and snap right up at the camera so that he can see you, see that you're close. And when he gets one, clap and let him know that he's gotten somebody and can focus on the others. So Jared's got his notice that it's time to come in and start his party. So we'll be seeing him shortly. And when he does, we'll have a party and I'll drop out so you can all enjoy it. Hey, Jared, we're all ready for you. Start that party.
All right. Oh boy, I'm throwing a party tonight, and I sure hope all my most normal, regular, no weird kind of proclivities friends are showing up.
Ding dong, ding dong.
Oh, that was the excited doorbell. Come on in. Hi.
Hi. I heard the doorbell.
Oh, so nice to see you. Bathroom down the hall if you need it.
Oh, thank you. I'll just go outside.
Oh, like a happy little puppy right there, aren't we? That's so... What makes a party cuter than an excited little puppy? Am I right?
Yeah. So what kind of party things do you have for us?
Oh, all of you. Look at you are many sentient puppies. All speaking in one voice.
No. I just meant, well, for me. What do you have for me?
Oh, well, I mean, it's crazy. I didn't know I did it, but I did buy some puppy food. So that should be yummy. I thought that was going to be a waste of money, but.
That sounds good. And anything shiny?
Yeah. Puppies love shiny things, right? I've got my cutlery. I've got a pizza cutter. I've got a bone wrapped in aluminum foil.
Ooh, aluminum.
Oh, golly, you seem an awful lot like a combination of a puppy and a crow. I say that to everyone, though. I just wanted to make you feel welcome.
Ding dong.
Oh, please. Okay. I'll go answer the door while you bark. Well, hi there.
Hello. I hope that I didn't come underdressed.
Oh, no, you look very dapper.
I heard it was a toga party. It doesn't appear that anyone else is wearing togas.
No, nobody but you.
Well, that's a tad bit embarrassing. I'll come in.
Yeah, come on in anyways. Have fun. Possibly former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger dressed in a toga.
I do not know the man. I've only been familiar with those such as Pythagoras and Socrates.
Crazy thought on my part. You know what? That's just my cool, funky nickname for people. You know, I've got a chicken with all the feathers plucked off over there. Do you happen to think that's a man?
I don't know. Allow me to go over and perceive it, and if I can, then maybe it is.
Nice. Enjoy that proceeding and the little chin rubs you're giving yourself.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh, down, girl, down. There's a bang in it.
Someone at the door.
Allow me to get it. Well, hello.
Hi. Took me long enough to find your house. Scenic nowhere much?
Oh, well, aren't we a happy little camper? Possibly the teenage version of me showing up at my door. Or not. That would be weird, right? That would be like a weird time warp space-time thing, which is not real.
Yeah, that time warp thing. You're going a little deep.
Yeah, I am going a little deep there. You know, maybe you see, I've got a bunch of like black lipstick and dark eye shade over in the corner, if that's the kind of thing you're into.
Purple eyeshadow?
Maybe.
I'll think about it.
Well, that's good, because we love our goth teens at this party. big goth team energy going on here. But, I know you're not one of those. I just thought maybe you'd like to hear me talking about the energy at the party going on.
Hey, is this silverware real silver?
Let me check.
A lot of great questions going on here, huh?
Bro.
It's real.
Okay. Hey there. Possibly robot dog? Tim Puppy. I sure like a little pooch that loves metal. A heavy metal pooch, perhaps.
Yeah. Oh, but maybe not just love. Like if you want some.
Oh, we've got. Do I need to check your pockets? Am I going to have to check your pockets before you go?
Well, I mean, I'll give it all to you.
You're a friendly You're like the Robin Hood of puppies, aren't you? You're stealing shiny metal objects from other people and bringing it to me. Of course.
Well, really, the second part.
Well, good thing I have a really good short-term memory and I can recall that one easily and no problem. So we will stick with the you're a puppy that steals silverware. No, borrows.
That's really hard to believe. I would say it's far what's the word?
Oh, well, I have a friend and he's a golden and he has a really good memory. But for me, I mean, steel, iron, aluminum, all of it's good.
Yeah. You're a puppy who's a miner. You like to put on your mining hat and go in, right? And just kind of.
If I was in a mine, I would get everything and I bring it to you.
Oh, you are definitely my favorite little party animal right there. You're a puppy who's going out and stealing shiny objects and bringing them to me, aren't you?
Oh, but if only there was like a word for that, like a word, like one word.
If only there was one word for that, huh?
Well, that word would be very unbelievable. That would be very unbelievable. I'd say it would be far.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Keep
like
helping.
A word there.
Yeah, a word. Farthing. Far fetch. Oh, that's a word, isn't it? You're a puppy that fetches metal objects and I love you at the party.
Like, that's exactly it. But I think the audience wants a specific word, like other than that word.
Well, the audience is going to have to wait there, Aristotle.
That man is a simpleton. That man is a simpleton. Do you have any clay that I could perhaps use?
Yeah. I, of course, wouldn't throw a party without clay there, Michelangelo's David. That would be.
I'm looking for multicolored clay.
Wait, there's some right here. Says on the bottom, fun to play with, not to eat. Yeah, right.
Well, of course, I would play with it. I wouldn't eat it. That's silly.
Yeah.
I ate some once.
Why don't you hand me those multicolored containers?
Okay.
That sure would be silly if you came to a party to play with multicolored clay, but then time to eat it.
It smells funny.
It sure does. I specifically bought funny smelling clay.
I haven't used this stuff since the time that they made that 9th planet go away.
No kidding. Wow. If there's one thing I love, it's, Disney dogs. Because Jupiter, which was in my mind, has always retained its status as a planet. But now, oh my goodness. You know what? I think I know what you love the most.
Contemplating time, space, and my place therein.
Yeah, that too. Also, I've got to say, I'm sorry, this got good. It kind of plateaued there. That's right, wordplay. Plato, I am so glad you're here at the party.
Nice to be here.
Oh, nice to have you.
Let me at those Greek olives.
Great toga, by the way.
All right, so I found your purple eyeshadow. Matches my complexion perfectly. Thank you very much for asking. I've been chilling over here on Vine, and dude, you haven't updated in forever.
Vine, huh?
Yeah, I'm on Vine all the time.
Of course. Barney the angsty teenage dinosaur in 2010 loved to be on Vine all the time, right? Right?
It's
Ah,
literally my home. Like, all my family and friends are there.
As they would be. As they would be indeed. You know, because if there's one thing family and friends love, it's living on Vine and having skin complexion that really goes well with purple eyeshadow. Would you like anything to eat? You seem a little peckish.
Guess number 3 is looking pretty good. But one time I had that and I had to go to the vet and they made me puke.
Oh, well, I see we're bringing out the fun stories right now.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, we don't have to call our guests by their number. I mean, why don't we give guest number 3 a name? Like maybe, I don't know, Chocolate Santa. Yeah, but that's probably not very, you know.
I'm into something a little more nutritional.
Yeah.
Right. Nutritional, of course. We're adults. This is an adult party where nutrition is important.
There's olive circles. Mm.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
if you got older, would you sing and dance in a quartet made of Play-Doh?
I mean, who wouldn't do that?
It's a catchy tune, I think I heard. Heard it from the grapevine or something like that.
Yeah. I think I'm getting what you're putting down over there, Plato. You seem to have some good taste. I'll tell you what, I love a Nevada grape, but man, do I love a California raisin.
Dude, we were kind of getting there, and then you had to bring up them.
Oh, that's right. You hate the California raisins. I forgot about that. That's why I invited you to the party, so we can sit there and talk smack about those stupid California raisins. Because you know who hates raisins the most? Like chocolate quinoa. Because it's health. No. I was.
Got a lot of emotions at this
It's like-
party.
Huh.
Look, California raisins got a couple problems with them. They're like the dried out, sad version of me.
Oh, so my friend the grape here at the party, but not just any grape. Any party can have grapes, right? It's
Right.
the angsty teenage grape.
Ooh, almost had it.
Almost
So close,
had
bud.
it, didn't I?
It's like you started down the right path, and after a few letters diverged.
Oh, you're Robert Frost the grape. I love your poetry and your juice. What a great surprise for the party.
I think you're just making the grape more of what she is.
Oh, a sour grape. We've got a sour grape here at the party who screams silently.
No! Oh my God, no! So close!
You know what? You seem like you've got a lot of emotion there, grape, whatever you are. Let's take a look at what this puppy is up to over here. This puppy who got kind of a key word, like a thieving puppy or a robbing puppy or a felon puppy or an escaped prisoner puppy.
Well, there's a lot of dogs. There's a Bernese Mountain Dog. There's a chocolate Labrador. There's a golden.
Oh, you're a thieving retriever.
Yeah, so put everything together. Remember?
Oh, you're a retriever who likes to steal metallic objects, shiny objects. A retriever who likes to steal valuable objects. A retriever who likes to steal, I don't know, maybe something like knives, silverware, stopwatches.
to sound an awful lot like me.
I don't sound like a sour grape. We've established that one
Not
already.
sour grape.
You're an angry grape.
There you go.
Well, I got that. Back to this retriever over here.
Exactly that word. But what do I retrieve? Everything.
Oh, this retriever who retrieves valuables.
Kind of like what if we just had a word for like steel and iron and aluminum and copper and
You're a retriever who steals metal.
yeah.
Of course, just like my favorite musical. I am so happy I had my party at the Retriever Steel and Metal and the Dignified Plato. And of course, the not sour but angry grape. Let's party it up!
And what a party it's going to be if I could only hit the replace instead of the hide. Well, there you have it. That was quite a party. I know Jared's going to remember it for a long, long time, but hey, we still have more show to do, so let's move on. Mallory, what have you got for us?
I have a great game. If I can find out where I can add my spotlight. Replace. I hit the right button. We're going to play a game, one of my all-time absolute most favoriteest games to play, called Say It Again. So in this game, there will be some people. They'll be performing a little scene together. And if they say a sentence that doesn't work in the scene or that I don't like because I've been given too much power, I'll just yell at them to say it again. And they'll have to come up with a completely different sentence. So for example, if somebody's like, oh, I'm brushing my hair, and I say it again, they have to be like, oh, I'm playing with a unicorn, and just completely change the subject, everything in the sentence. Now, Ian and Amy are going to be playing this game, and we do have room for one volunteer. If anybody would like to play, I won't yell at you like I yell at them. I promise. I love the audience. Let's see. Anybody out there wanna play? I'm seeing grapes. I'm seeing Chrissy talking about grapes and dogs. I'm not seeing anybody, so it looks like I'm gonna bring Jared in.
Sorry, a little
Jared, come on
anticlimactic
in.
there while you were doing that. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Jared. Ian, what's something from the board that we haven't touched yet?
Oh, we haven't gone near Frozen 2.
All right, so you guys are gonna do a scene about Frozen. Whatever Frozen means to you.
Dad, you've got to let us turn up the thermostat.
Listen, it's going to be a long winter. We've got to save all our money.
But Father, I've been starting to feel stiff, and my fingers are a little blue. Please, Father, just a little bit more heat.
We can just all huddle.
Say it again.
Maybe I'll light a fire on the furniture.
Say it again.
We can pull up some dinosaur bones and use them.
That's your solution. So turning up the thermostat is not an option, but digging up and burning dinosaur bones. Dad, I can't feel anything below my knees.
Father, you've turned me into a Dickensian street urchin. I hope you're satisfied.
Listen, we've got wild fields in the back. If we can find dinosaur bones there, it won't cost us a thing, and we'll have heat.
Hey, Dad, crazy idea. Maybe we focus on something other than dinosaur bones.
Say it again.
Hey, Dad, I'm over here thinking your addiction to dinosaur bones is breaking apart the family.
Say it again.
Hey, Dad, dinosaur bones could be sold for good money that we could use to pay for oil and turn up the thermostat.
Say it again.
You know what, Dad? I love your dinosaur bones idea. The more I think about it, the more I love it.
Say it again.
Hey, Dad, you know what? Maybe instead of digging up and burning dinosaur bones, why don't we go out and dig up and burn some mud to stay warm?
Great. Mud's even easier to find and cheaper than dinosaur bones. And
Perhaps
it'll be good for Margaret's complexion. She's looking a little wan.
it is because of the lack of heat that I have fallen pale. I think we should depend more on the fossil fuels and stick with the dinosaur bones.
Say it again.
I think you should put some porridge on the stove and I will warm my hands over that. Please.
I mean, it seemed like such a simple solution. You could have been doing that all along.
Who knew we had a stove?
We all knew we had a stove, Dad. It's in the kitchen. It's always been. Dad, there is something really going wrong with you.
I've been trying to create a fire with sticks.
Say it again.
I've just been rubbing dinosaur bones together.
Yeah, you have, and the neighbors have been talking.
Say it again.
The sound that it makes is like the song to my soul.
Say it again.
When you rub dinosaur bones together, it's like the only thing close to love I ever feel from you.
And scene. Absolutely wonderful. Great job, guys. I am going to now send it over to Eric, our wonderful birthday guy.
Hey, everybody. What better way to celebrate a birthday than with a rap battle? I couldn't think of one, could you? Then again, I guess I'm getting kind of old and lame. So anyway, we're going to have a rap battle. It's going to be a lot of fun. What we're going to do is we're going to have pretty much our entire cast and hopefully a couple of you who think that you can how do the kids say it? Spit some mad rhymes or some dope verses. Is that how they say it these days? I'm showing my age. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to have ourselves all of our team up here. And we're going to be doing a rap based off of suggestions that I'm going to get from you. And it's basically going to be really easy A rhymes. So if, you know, the idea for the first one was cat, the first person might say, you know, I've got a pet and it is a cat. Boom, 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 boom. And the next person would have to rhyme with cat. So then maybe they'll say, I've got one and it's really fat. Boom, 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 boom. And we'll keep going until somebody can't rhyme or they use a word that's already been used before. Do we have two people who think that they might be rappers who would like to play? I see Corey. Do we have one other? You can put it right in the chat if you would like to play. Otherwise, we'll just take Corey. And while we wait to see if anyone else volunteers, I'll start asking for some ideas for our rap, just to get us started. What is a what was your favorite food? You want to play too? Okay, go on then. My daughter just told me she wants to play too. So we'll get Kaylin and Corey in here. We'll have to unmute them. So let's see. I'm seeing cheese. So I think I'm going to drop myself off of here so that you see just the.
Can you tell us the order that we're going in, just in case?
Oh, yes, of course. It's going to be Chrissy, then Mallory, Corey, Ian, Amy, Kaylin, and Jared. So, Kaylin, you are going after Amy. Do you see Amy? Amy, wave. So once Amy goes, it's your turn to go. And I think if I remove myself from Spotlight, there we go. We have just our team. And we're going to start off with cheese, starting with Chrissy.
Well, if I was a mouse, I'd love some cheese. Boom, 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 boom.
You could share some with me if you please. Boom, 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 boom.
Well, if you don't want to, you don't want to seize. Boom, 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 boom.
Don't hold it too tight. You don't want to squeeze. Boom, 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 boom.
Especially not when it's covered with fleas. Boom, 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 boom.
Leave me alone if you please. Boom, 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 boom.
When you watch the Frozen movies, you see people freeze. Boom, 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 boom.
I dropped something. Oh, geez. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm lost in the forest. Look at these trees. Boom, 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 boom.
I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tease. Boom, 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 boom.
Really cold out here, below 0 degrees. Boom, 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 boom.
It's affecting my breathing. I'm starting to wheeze. Boom, 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 boom.
I would like some cake if you please. Boom, 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 boom.
I think I'm gonna have to kick you out, Kaylin. Someone already used please. Wah, wah. You win the award for cutest one. All right, so let's see. We will move on, and we're going to try different words. Why don't you guys give me your favorite animals?
Not too hard. Too hard.
In the chat. All right, let's try bunny, and we're going to start with Jerry.
A baby rabbit is called a bunny. Boom, 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 boom.
I went outside and it was sunny. Boom, 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 boom.
People that make me laugh, I guess they're funny. Boom, 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 boom.
I gotta blow my nose. It's really runny. Boom, 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 boom.
Can't stuff it up with some real sweet honey. Boom, 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 boom.
Can't afford honey. I don't have enough money. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm trying to think of something, but I can't think of anything funny. Boom, boom.
Wah, wah.
I knew it as soon as I
Bunny
said
was
it.
already used. Sorry, Jared, you're out. So let's see. Valentine's Day is coming up. Why don't you guys give me some ideas for Valentine's gifts that you're going to either hope someone gives you or you're going to give to someone else? Chocolate would be hard to rhyme with. Let's go with flowers or flower. We'll chop the S off and just say flower. So Jared went out, so we'll start with Chrissy.
Look, it's only one flower. Boom, 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 boom.
But I can make more using power. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm sweating and I really want to take a shower. Boom, 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 boom.
Make it really long. I'll be in there for an hour. Boom, 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 boom.
Kind of afraid of that. I'm starting to cower. Boom, 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 boom.
This lemon is really sour. Boom, 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 boom.
Ow.
Nope.
Too long.
Too long.
Wah, wah.
Man, Valerie.
All right. Let's see. It's my birthday. My name is Eric. Rhyme with Eric.
I'm starting it off.
With Corey.
One of my favorite cast members is Eric. Boom, 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 boom.
There's no way that he would ever be a cleric. Boom, 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 boom.
Or even end up on an oil derrick. Boom, 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 boom.
I love Eric. He's so wonderful and so great. He just is an amazing guy.
That's good for me. That's good for me. Next. Oh, Corey.
So what?
All you had to do is blatantly pander to me, Corey. That's all you had to do.
I do is
All you
click.
had to do is tell me how great I was. Sorry, Corey. Next time, I expect a present. So we're down to 3.
Scared.
Let's see. Why don't we, just because I feel bad that I had to kick Corey off, why don't we rhyme with Corey? And we'll start with, I believe, Ian.
Yo, we never ever want to be mean to Corey. Boom, 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 boom.
The horror movies were really too gory. Boom, 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 boom.
In Canada, they say sorry. Boom, 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 boom.
We'll raise him up with a whole lot of glory. Boom, 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 boom.
But I'll tell you, that's another story. Boom, 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 boom.
Flowery, flowery, flory. Boom, boom.
What's flory? That's even a real
It's
word.
a great word. A great word.
I can only extend my goodwill to someone who's so blatantly pandered to my ego today. Sorry, you're gone, Chrissy. So that leaves us with the grand champion battle off between Ian and Amy. We need a good word for them, and not a really easy one because this is for the championship. So why don't we think of what is a feeling that you have had in the last week? Different feelings. Wow, let's go with awesome, because I feel like it's the only one that has a rhyme for any of those feelings. So Chrissy was the last one to go, which means that Ian starts with awesome.
Yo, this battle is really gonna be awesome. Boom, 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 boom.
I'm gonna sit and binge watch Blossom. Boom, 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 boom.
If I'm drawing, it's really drawsome. Boom, 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 boom.
Sorry, we don't use made-up words, even though they could probably be very well used. Sorry, Ian, which means that Amy's our grand championess. We're going to have Amy wrap us out with a victory lap, and we're going to use wow, seeing as that's the first thing that Maureen, who's married to Ian, said in the chat. So take it away, Amy, with wow.
I can't believe that I won. Wow, boom, 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 boom. I don't quite know how. Boom, 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 boom. And I'm gonna have a cow. Boom, 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 boom. Woo, woo.
And see.
Victory lap.
Over to Chrissy.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Great job, everybody. I'm so proud. So proud of all of us. Excellent. So as I said earlier in the day, our shows are pay what you wish. So if you have $5 to spare and you had some fun tonight, feel free to donate that. If you've got $10 that you're like, yeah, that show was really funny. I laughed a lot. Eric's wonderful. Amy's wonderful. All of them are wonderful. Give us that. Or, you know, if you're having a great time, 20 bucks, 50 bucks, $7 million. We would love anything that you can. Anything that you're able to. So thanks again for joining us today. And that's our little spiel there. Our next game, speaking of so much fun, is going to be alphabet. Now, if you know the alphabet, then you can play this game. So what's going to happen is we are going to have 2 people at a time in a scene. And each line of dialogue that they say is going to have to start with a line of the alphabet. So for example, say we were at the letter A, and I started and said, apples are so wonderful. I love to eat them. The next person would say, but wouldn't you rather have a pear? Then back to the first person, can't you see that I like to climb apple trees, etc. So that being said, if you can try to track along with the alphabet and do some scenes, we would love to have you play. And we can take up to 3 people for this game. So if anybody would like to volunteer, feel free to raise your hand or volunteer in the chat. And Mallory, I see your chat. Mallory said, I don't know the alphabet. Does that mean I'm free? I guess we'll find out when it's your turn, Miss Mallory. Excellent. So I think it looks like we've just got one volunteer. We've got Corey. If somebody can find him and unmute him, and I'm going to, I'll tell you guys who's going in order. So our order is going to be Eric, Mallory, Ian, Corey, Amy, and Jared. So let's get Eric and Mallory up here, please. Now I'm gonna leave. Excellent. Okay. Let's see. So our fan tonight is Kaylin. Her name starts with a C. So you guys are going to start with a C, and can I have something from the board that we have not gone through yet?
Painted fish.
Ooh, painted fish. Okay, so Eric, I'm gonna have you start with the letter C, and your inspiration is painted fish.
Can't you see that I used the color by numbers chart to paint these fish?
Dude, they look so good.
Exactly what I was thinking, worthy of a museum.
For real, you should consider talking to the art gallery.
Go over there and fetch me some more oil. I'm inspired.
Here you go, boss.
I have this wonderful idea. This time I'm going to paint them all like Salvador Dali, but the fish will be melted.
Just so you know, that might not be the best idea.
Know what? I know everything about art. Don't try and teach me something.
Look, just because you went to fancy schmancy art school and got your crayon degree doesn't mean you know everything.
Masters of crayons, thank you very much.
No. It's okay. It's okay. I know you're the master of crayons, but there are other mediums of art.
Perfect.
Questionable content.
Did we skip an O?
Yes, we did.
We did. Oh, sorry.
Catch it.
I was thinking it took me a minute. Okay, sorry, Eric. Should remove you. You guys were so close. I was so into the art and the masters of crayons. Almost slid by me. Okay, let's get Ian in here. Yep, Eric, Mallory. Ian, can you come and join Mallory here?
Can indeed.
That was an interesting scene. So, I'd like to see a scene where the two of you are art students, but let's see what kind of art you're learning about. And let's see in the chat. Oh, I see. Oh, Maureen said something. Let's start with M for Maureen. And Mallory, you can start.
Masterpiece. It's gonna be my masterpiece.
Never judge before it's complete.
Of course. I mean, you don't want to overdo it, but I have a really good feeling about this one.
Painting is an art that doesn't really express itself until it's done.
Quite right. This is why you're a year ahead of me.
Really, you need to concentrate on everything we're learning or you'll never catch up to where I am in a year.
So if I just cram it all in like 2 hours, I'll be okay.
2 hours will not be enough. You've got to really work at it.
Underestimating me. I can do a lot when I'm drinking nothing but coffee.
Vibrant colors are going to be more important than vibrant drinks.
Well, what if the drink is also a vibrant color?
Xanth is the Greek root for yellow. That's the color that you really need to use.
Yellow! Right, because that's the color that everybody thinks of when they think of happy.
0 chance you'll get happy when you see yellow.
All right, I'll believe that. I mean, art history told me something else, but you clearly know more than I do.
Beliefs are one thing, but teachings and facts are what matter in art.
Can you show me how you did that little color pencil swirly thing?
Drawing with a little swirly pencil is very delicate.
Every time you do that, it just looks so cool.
Finishing with a flourish is always the thing that gets you plaudits.
Great job. It's just, I'm so proud of you.
Hang with me and you'll learn all my tricks.
I believe it. You know, you've just always been top of the class and you're just coasting along.
Just top of the class, just coasting. That's how I roll.
Knowledge, the power. It's just, I'm so glad I went to art school.
Leveraging art and science and adoration is how we get it done.
So smart.
And that was wonderful. You guys made it all the way through. I'm so proud. Great job. Excellent. I'm going to kick both of you out because you guys are clearly the masters of the alphabet. And let's bring in Corey and Amy, please.
All right.
Perfect. Excellent. Now, in the chat, I know, Mallory, you said you didn't know the alphabet. You're full of lies. Let's see. You know, you guys were talking about yellow and some weird X word that I didn't know, but I trusted that Ian was correct. Tell me in
He
the chat.
wasn't.
Oh, that's fine. He let
Chat.
he let it. Can I have your favorite colors
go
in the
lit-
chat? Give me your favorite colors in the chat, everybody. Well, oh, there's one blue. Oh, now they're all coming through. Oh, blue. Okay. Blue. Okay, so Amy and Corey, your inspiration is going to be blue. And oh, I see Sean said Ruby. Let's start with the letter R for Ruby, and Amy, you can start. Whatever blue inspires you to do.
Really? I can't believe that you chose to paint the exterior of our house blue.
Silver is sort of close to blue, but not quite.
Though I thought that you would understand that silver would reflect the sun rays too much. I really didn't expect blue.
Underestimate my famous blue marker.
Very interesting that you have a specific blue marker and it lasted long enough to paint the exterior of our house.
Well, then, I would love to mix in ruby with blue to see, and then want to see how this color is.
Xeroxing both colors at the same time will give us an idea of the palette.
You know, blue and ruby make some kind of shade of purple if you mix them up together.
Sounds I do believe you are correct. That is a mulberry-ish color.
Awesome. That's what I like to hear about what you decide on what colors to make the wall.
Bravely thinking about the new palette. We're gonna have to change the color of the grass outside too.
Could be purple.
Dare we dream? Dare we even dream of purple leaves of grass outside?
Even the color green would make another good color for the wall.
For Pete's sakes, you keep saying green, blue. Just choose one palette color scheme. Go to your computer and take the color schemes and we'll find it.
Gosh, I don't know why you want to choose a specific color.
Home just doesn't seem like home without an established decorating scheme.
I don't know, but I think we can choose the color of your choice.
Just keep pandering. I'll figure it out sooner or later.
Kindly so. We want to make this color of this wall look the most precious out of it.
Looking at a precious wall, that seems so homey. That seems so comforting.
Maybe you could find an awesome reddish bluish color to make ruby.
A navy purple, navy blue with a reddish hue, a little attitude. It seems so angry, like an angry grape.
Outstanding. You finally got to figure out which colors go with the wall perfectly.
Painting is my deepest love. You should know that by now.
Quite so. I think we figured this out all by now, what color to paint this wall.
Really, John, didn't know it was so simple.
Excellent. Good job, guys. And Nova, you're making it all through. I'm so proud of you. Can they do it one more time? Let's bring Eric back for some redemption and Jared. Let's see. Okay. And in the chat, oh, black and white. I like black and white. Okay, so your inspiration is black and white. Something maybe actually, you know what? We're gonna be watching an old black and white TV show starring Jared and Eric. And we're going to start with the letter A. Let's go.
Are all the keys either black or white?
Buddy, those are the only options we've got in our little world here.
Can we add maybe a green?
Don't even bother asking. Not gonna happen, pal.
Every one of them is either white or black. I get confused.
Funny how we live in this world that's so much like a normal world, except it's all very black, white, and various shades of gray.
Gray? Is that like an in-between color?
Heck yeah, it is. It's the whole path between black and white.
I don't know. My color palette seems pretty 50-50.
Just go with it, man. Just go with it. If you try to live your life just black and white, you're going to miss out on a lot of life.
Kick it to the curb. That's what I say. I want colors.
Let me tell you, not going to happen. Might as well ask for something attainable. Like, I don't know, something else black and white. Licorice and whipped cream, I guess.
Might as well shoot myself in the head then. I hate licorice.
No, that would be taking things a little bit too far. Just maybe don't eat the licorice.
Only going too far if I get sick from eating the licorice.
Pretty sure the option of shooting yourself in the head is too far. You know, anything that has to do with licorice.
Quite right. I think we've diverged from the main point that this piano is difficult to play.
Rightio, good chap. This is quite the difficult piano that we've got to try and flip here. This black and white and grayish.
So I think what we should do is divide and conquer. I will take these two keys over here and you can have the rest of them.
To be honest, I'm not too cool with the way that's divided.
Usually I only take one key, so I'm doing you a favor.
Violence is starting to become an option again in my mind.
Well, once again, we have gone off the beaten path.
Xanthos is my favorite color. It's the Greek word for yellow, you know, a color that does not exist in this world that we live in.
You made that color up.
Zoos in Greece are full of Xanthos, like birds, especially big ones, the mustard.
Are they? I've never...
A little sketchy towards the end, but you guys made it through. We let a couple things slide, but I dug it. Good job, everybody. I'm proud of you all. You know the alphabet so well. And on that note, I would like to pass it off to the letter J, as you know him, Jared.
There we go. I got X and Z on that one. I had no choice but enough about me, even though me is my favorite subject. We are going to end the night playing a little game called Sing It. And you know, when I think about a theme, you know, first, let's bring on Amy and Mallory up here with us. Because tonight, when I think of a theme for this last scene, we had Kaylin, who was our awesome fam, and it's her dad's birthday tonight. Now, what people might not know is Kaylin drew this awesome rainbow for her dad for a birthday present. So I think we should end the show doing a little Sing It About Rainbow.
Oh, you're here for me, pot of gold, are ye?
Yeah, I walked all the way from that way.
All the way from that way. Oh, that'll never get you here.
I know. I had to take a lot of windy roads, made a lot of really cool magical friends. It was like this unicorn. He was running around like crazy with a marshmallow on his head.
Sing it!
There was this guy, it's a unicorn. He had a marshmallow stuck on his horn. He was running around like a crazy guy. But I guess I helped him because I have thumbs.
Oh, the opposable thumbs will get you all the time. Uh-oh.
Can it speak? I don't think it can speak. Oh, that was a little
was
sad. That little
Staring
squirrel.
at us like a deer in headlights. That was quite a little disorienting, quite frankly.
Sing it.
I didn't know which way to turn. I just looked around and my eyes burned because it was only a frozen stare. He looked at us, is back again, looking at you and me, my friend. But he's only got this blank stare. Really? I think it's a vision on the moor.
In a huge plot twist, all of a sudden, to make things all better, the Rainbow Fairy came to save the day for all of us.
Hello, everyone. I heard that there was some trouble afoot.
Oh, Patricia, I haven't seen you in years.
Oh, it's so wonderful to see you again. Now, tell me, what can I do for you today?
Well, there was this thing just appeared. It was kind of cool, a little spooky looking, because it was just kind of staring at us like this.
Whoa, like a ghost. Oh,
There is there. Oh.
well, I can communicate with ghosts and all kinds of creatures with my rainbow powers.
Oh, sing it.
Into my powers, into my powers, I will talk to the ghosts. Can you hear me? Are you there? Some look for ghosts everywhere, but every rainbow has a power, and I'd love to use it. Come back to me and tell us what you want.
Oh, he's so old and decrepit. Look at that.
And scene. Can't end with anything better than an old-looking joke for Eric. Hey, Chrissy, why don't you take us on out of here?
Excellent, everybody. Oh, that is the end of our show. And we have a couple things we'd like to remind you before we head home. Now, you can always book us for online birthday parties, corporate events, all kinds of fun things. And there's more information about that at our website, bringyourownimprov.com. And we love it when our friends, you, tell your friends, other people, about the fun that you have with us on Fridays. So we would love it if you used your word of mouth to tell everybody all about us. Have your friends join us, tune in together. We would love that. You can also like us on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and you can subscribe to us so you can see when we're going live. And that also helps us out. So be sure to click those social media buttons and do all those great things. As we said before, our shows are pay what you wish. So if you had a ton of fun tonight, we would appreciate your donation. And we've got our Venmo and our PayPal links in the chat right there. Now, I would like to once again say thank you. First off, to all of our volunteers tonight. Let's give them a round of applause. Great job to all of our volunteers and our audience for throwing in all your suggestions. I would love to thank our fam, Kaylin. Let's give her another little virtual round of applause. I know you can't hear us, but we're all clapping for you. Great job, Kaylin. We loved having you as our fam. Yay! And I would also like to thank my cast. Tonight, I had Eric. And he's on mute. Oh, he's doing that as a joke. I also had Mallory.
Truly, I am an angry grape.
I had Ian.
Remember, kids, retrieving isn't stealing when a dog does it.
I had Amy.
Oh, they're always after me, Lucky Charms.
And I had Jared.
Aluminum foil! You steal aluminum foil, right?
Excellent. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. And scene. Wave goodbye, everybody. We'll see some of you at the 9 o'clock.
One of us is stoic.